Hello, I'm Stephen Asher, the creator of the Cyclete. I'm here today at Cyclete Cottage to show you how much easier it is to remove the rear wheel of our 2021 Cyclete. And when we do, it leaves the belt undisturbed. So no more fussing with the belt. We are able to remove the wheel just like you would with a dropout mountain bike with a couple of tricks along the way. So the first thing we want to do is remove the running gear from the drive side, from the chain side. We do that by pushing this collar back, removing the quick release, and then we pull this up, tilt it forward, and off comes our running gear. Then we're going to take a 6mm wrench and we're going to insert the wrench on the belt side. There's a hole in this bolt. We insert the wrench, we push it to unscrew it, and now as we unscrew it, what's going to happen is it's going to push that crank out just like a through axle. But along the way, while we're doing that, it's going to want to spread the frame apart a little bit. So it's not perfect, but it's a big improvement. So we have to sort of finesse keeping the frame together as we turn it. So I'm going to use a little rubber mallet, and as I turn this, you'll see the frame start to spread right there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it starts to come out. So we just give it a little tap right here as we go. And what you see is that this crank is moving out. And then at some point this will just spin freely. It means that the bolt has freed itself from here. And then we will, from this side, we'll pull this out. Give it a little turn as we go. And watch this. Voila. The wheel is free. And the other thing you want to do when removing a mountain bike wheel is you pull this forward and lock this in place, and put it in your highest gear, and then that makes the removal of the wheel very easy. So there we go, wheel removed. Isn't that slick? So just like a dropout mountain bike, and you can see the belt is completely undisturbed. So we don't have to worry about sinking the cranks or retensioning the belt or undoing any of these bolts. These all just stay in place. So now to reinsert it, I'm actually going to put this into high gear. It makes it a little easier. So to reinsert the wheel, we place it here between the chain. We have the chain around, so it's high gear. We slip this out of the way, put it on the 10th, or on the 12th gear sprocket, on the small sprocket. Slide it back into place, sort of align these holes. And then you can put a little bit of grease on this before you insert it, but this is still freshly greased. But you can put a little grease on it. Jose, you want to hold this in place for me for a moment? Jose Luis is here with me. I'm just going to take a little of my white grease and just put a little on here, a little bit on the flats, and on the spring. And then I insert this into the hole. Tap that into place. Align that side. And that will engage in the bolt. And then we want to make sure that this is turned 180 degrees to the other crank. And then we'll pull it together and keep tapping it in until the screw comes in contact with it. Again, a little rubber mallet can be helpful here. So until we get the threads to catch. There we go. Now we've caught. And tighten it up and make sure that it's 180 degrees to the other crank. Give it a good tightening. Pull this forward. Chain is on. And there we go. Make sure that your chain is up here over the stay. And then we can put our running gear back on. Jose Luis, you want to hand me that? So to put the running gear back, we tip it on its side, we lift it over while turning it, slide it on, and then we put our quick release on and you're ready to go. So I think that's a big improvement in making the rear wheel maintenance a lot easier. Happy trails.